Hello everybody, so new year, new setup, so bear with me for probably the next few videos or so. I'm going to be tampering around with my setup. I should probably film in front of my bookshelf because I talk about books. I don't know why I'm filming in front of my computer, but you know, I'm going to film in front of my bookshelf. Even now, you can't even see the majority of my books. You see Harry Potter, you can see some over here, some over there. I'm going to readjust. But overall, let me know what you think about this background because your opinion matters. So anyway, let's get on to today's video. Today is going to be the first book review of 2016. Yes, I feel accomplished already. Today I'm going to be talking about Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. And this is a new series debut by Alexandra Bracken. If you haven't read her Darkest Minds trilogy, which is amazing, but I have yet to finish it. I still need to read the last one, In the Afterlife. I just have not gotten around to it. But I knew this was on my list of 2016 books I wanted to read, and I'm trying to really stick to that list if I'm honest. So I picked this one up first, and I really enjoyed it. So I'm going to talk, I'm going to try to keep this spoiler-free as possible. I will mention spoilers. I'll say spoilers beforehand before I say anything spoilery, you know, that kind of gist. So we're going to talk about a little bit about this book. I'm going to tell you what I thought about it, and maybe some spoilers, maybe not. We'll have to see. First off, I just want to talk about the cover. Look how beautiful this cover is. It's so beautiful. You got the city in a bottle. It's almost like the ship in the bottle, quintessentially, and just everything about it is pretty. And I think even the hardcover is beautiful. Look at that. A very pretty tree, an emblem. It definitely refers to the book if you actually read it. I don't want to spoil it or anything, but it's a very beautiful cover. So the basis of this book is all about time travel, quintessentially. This book is. It's sci-fi, but it's mostly about time travel. It takes place in the present. It's about a girl named Etta who is a violin prodigy, and she's getting ready to perform her debut. She's about to come out into this huge professional violinist and stuff like that. And she has a really weird relationship with her mom. Her mom's kind of cold, distant. She's always trying to please her mom, and she inherited a legacy she knows nothing about from a family whose existence she's never heard of until now. So we have that, and then we have this guy named Nicholas Carter who is pretty much like a pirate, if you will, back in the 1600s, I think. Oh, forgive me. So what happens pretty much, the whole gist of this is Etta gets involved in time travel. She learns that her mom is a time traveler, and there is elite families when it comes to time travelers. Not everyone has it. It has to be you have to be able to hear the passage with the time travel thing. It's very crazy. So I don't know how to explain this other than to you that it's about a book about time travel, basically. It goes through a lot of different years with the time travel and stuff like that. The way that Alexandra Bracken handles time travel, I think she really did it well. I was still quite confused though, because I'm not really good with the info dumps. That's what I like to call them, I think. You know, there was a lot of books, especially with the fantasy, the sci-fi, time travel element, that you have to really expel a lot of information, which is totally normal. I just sometimes don't absorb it that well, and for this one I had to reread a lot of the pages back because I was like, wait a second, because she handles time travel quite differently. The way she does it, there's these things called passages, which is what you go through the time travel. You may go through a time travel portal passage here and enter, that one may enter in the Nassau in the 1600s, which is crazy. So there's a lot of info dump in it, which I mean, I'm not saying I didn't like that at all. I just confused a lot of it. I love how she did handle the time travel. I thought it was very unique, you know, how different passages led to different places, you know, because you entered one in a particular place, you'd be scooped out another place, and the way that the time travelers could know where the passages were, they can hear it. That's why it was I think a sounding E chord or something like that. It would get louder and louder the closer that you got to the passage. That was unique. And the whole take about this whole book, why it's called Passenger, is because it says, I'm sorry, I'm going all over the place, whatever. Right in here at the very top, it's passage, and it has the 3 definitions. A brief section of music composed by a series of notes of flourishes, a journey by water, a voyage, the transition from one place to another across space and time. So she tied all of those together, you know. She has obviously the travel through space and time with the time travel, and you have the one where the note where they can hear the passage, and then you have the journey by water, a voyage, because Nicholas is a pirate. And I love that aspect of the book, how the whole book, I'm just going to boil it down for you. Etta gets thrust into this world of time travel. Her mom gets kidnapped by this horrible family called the Ironwoods, and he's after this certain object that can like alter time passages and stuff like that. And he tells her, you know, you have this certain time period to get it because her mom has been hiding it, and he really only knows that her daughter can find it. So the Ironwood basically uses her like mom as like, you know, you better get this ancient like artifact thing to me or I will kill your mom. So that really is going to spark her journey. So she goes off with this other character named Nicholas to find this artifact to give it back to the inside Ironwood. Of course, things happen along the way, you know, that conspire with this whole artifact, and it gets very confusing, but that's all just this book. I'm sorry if I'm not explaining this right, but there are certain books I feel like I just can't summarize very well, and this is one of them. I really liked it, but I feel like I'm going to do a really crappy job of this review, which I'm already doing. But Etta, I really liked Etta. Etta's a very strong-willed girl, you know, she wants to help her family, she wants to do the right thing, she's got a good head on her shoulders. And then we have Nicholas, who's this pirate, who's also a time traveler, who has had a lot of crappy things happen to him in his life, wasn't dealt a very good hand, and you really feel for him. And of course there's a love thing going on, obviously with most books. I don't love the relationship between Etta and Nicholas. I feel like it may have been a little rushed. Yeah, it was rushed. I feel like it was rushed, but it wasn't too rushed. It wasn't rushed the fact that I just totally thrown off the relationship altogether, but it was kind of rushed where I feel like I like the relationship, but I don't love it. I hope that as the series progresses, I would love it more, but as far as the characters as individuals, I really like them a lot. I really like, you know, that they are a great team together and that they're doing all of these things. One disappointment I will say is I thought this book would be a lot on water because of the whole, obviously the cover, obviously, you know, we learned that Nicholas is a pirate. There was a little bit of a chunk where they were on a boat, but I wanted more. I wanted, you know, to read a book about the sea because I don't read those that often. I don't read a lot of pirate books. I don't think I've ever read a pirate book, but I wanted to, you know, really learn and embrace the sea, which we didn't get a lot in this book, so hopefully the next book will be more with the sea. But overall, I really like this book. I love the time travel element. Like I said, there was a lot of info dump. I felt very just overwhelmed with it, if I'm honest, but I like it. I will say when the next one's out, I'm going to have to do a lot of research on the first one so I can make sure I'm caught up with going into the second one, because I will feel very overwhelmed, probably. I'm very sorry for this review. I feel like I'm doing a horrible job, but I don't have much to say about it other than I really liked it. It's all about time travel. I don't want to spoil. I want to keep this review spoiler-free. I like the ending. The ending kind of threw me off. Like, I didn't understand, but then I was like, oh, this was going to set up for another great adventure. This is definitely a great time travel adventure book. So if you're looking for that, you definitely need to invest in it because it's cool time travel. This is maybe the second time travel book I've read, but I liked it, and I need to end this review because I feel like I am butchering it. But, I mean, I liked it. I gave it 4 out of 5. I wouldn't say I loved it. There were some aspects I didn't enjoy, but overall I really enjoyed reading it, and I read it pretty fast because I was so enamored with the story and figuring out what's going to happen with this ancient artifact and what they're going to do with it and how this changes things and the evil family. I mean, overall, you know, there's the time travel thing, but it ultimately comes down to this artifact that could change the whole course of everything, and whether these families or whatever are going to get to it or not. It's very interesting. So, yeah. I'm going to stop talking because I'm butchering this. Let me know down in the comments if you have read this book and what you thought of it, and what did you think of the time travel aspect. Did you like it, love it, hate it? Please let me know. Let me know what you think of the new setup. Do you like it or not? Do you prefer my other one? Do you like having this in the background? I would do more over here, but there is a baby gate here that prevents me from doing so because kids. But please, let me know seriously what you think of this background. Do you like it? Do you love it? Do you hate it? I need your input. For real. Anyway, that is all for me. I will talk to you guys later. Bye.